What's going on, everybody? My name's Tyler, and this is the Pop Culture Update presented by Pop Culture Corner in association with GWW. It's good to be back. It's good to be back. Last night was definitely weird. Last night was definitely weird. Uh, we we were gonna do a 25-minute show. Ended up being almost 2.5 hours towards the end with Integrity actually going on Saggy Mellons' channel, and they hashed it out. They became friends, and the world is now fixed. The world is fixed, so we can all we're all relieved about that. Before we get into all today's topics, and trust me, there's some good ones, make sure to smash that like button, share the show across social media and beyond, and definitely hit subscribe and ring that notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads, live stream, or just content in general. Trust me when I say we do it for you and we do it for the culture. You can also support the channel further by becoming a member for as low as $2.99 a month, or sending a super chat and or donation via Stream Elements, whichever one. But if you do send it through Stream Elements, they don't hit us with the 30% fee, especially if you're working with an Apple device. They take another 30%, so I only get 40% of sometimes $4. 40, I only get 40% of that. So just think about that a little bit. Not that I need any support, but donate what you think the show is worth to you guys. It truly does help. But guys, I can't even believe this. So first off, I do want to talk about the Sony thing. So Sony Pictures. So coming out from an interview with the Hollywood Reporter. Hollywood Reporter is a trade website, yada yada. We all know what the Hollywood Reporter is. But Sony, a couple insiders at Sony have now said that the comments by Amy Pascal saying that the future of Spider-Man was with Marvel and that they were forming another trilogy at Marvel Studios with Tom Holland. They're saying that that's not correct. So I don't really know what to believe, honestly. I don't know if they're just trying to cover it up. Maybe that wasn't supposed to get out there so soon. Or, was it true? Is it true? Is Amy Pascal kind of incorrect in what she said, or was it misquoted in some form or fashion? Because we know that it happens all the time. All the time does the media run with the story when it's not necessarily true. We've seen it happen countless times, especially in the past 3-5 days, right? We've seen it with the Snyder Cut and Zack Snyder's Justice League, and like the continuation of that universe. We've seen these things happen, so it would not surprise me at all if that's the case. But what do you guys think? Do you think that the comments were taken out of context? What is actually happening? Do you think that there is another trilogy in the works at Marvel Studios? Or do you think that Amy Pascal might have been just talking about what she wants to do with Spider-Man rather than what is actually happening? Because let's face it, I think it was a little bit too early. Like, say that they do have another trilogy in the works. I think it might be a little too early to start saying that, simply because we don't know how No Way Home's gonna hit the box office. We don't know. I mean, surely we can predict that it's going to do well based on the pre-sale numbers, based on the hype generated on social media. It's trending almost every day. General audiences are getting excited for it. I think we can assume that Spider-Man No Way Home is going to do well. But I kind of think it was a little bit too early to reveal the plans post No Way Home for what Marvel and Sony are up to. So this could be just them covering that up. We've seen it happen before, like with certain castings like Tatiana Maslany. We've seen it happen with so many things it's happened with. So I wouldn't jump the gun right now and say it's either not happening or it is happening. But again, now that we have one person saying it is happening or might be happening and other people saying it's not, we're gonna have to go with the fact that we don't know and that we can't confirm it at this point because we're gonna have to wait for an official studio confirmation, like an official statement, a press statement saying yes, it's happening, no, it's not happening, and then that begs the question: what will the future of Spider-Man be? Will the rights revert solely back to Sony, and will they create its own universe, or will we get some sort of hybrid universe? We do know that what Kevin Feige said was that Spider-Man was the only character with the ability to cross cinematic universes. So could that be kind of foreshadowing what is to come? Could we see a universe where maybe the next solo film for Spider-Man is a Sony production, solely a Sony production? But anytime a team up movie is needed, I'm sorry, anytime a team up movie happens or an appearance by Spider-Man is needed, he is able to come back over to the Marvel universe and join. I think that could be the best option. Definitely the best of both worlds if we're thinking about it. John Campea. So I'm not a huge fan of John Campea for anyone who knows. I don't vibe with him. I don't like his style. But John Campea claims to have seen the ending of Spider-Man No Way Home or something post-credit sequences. I don't know. And I he is saying that it's going to melt the internet. Like he is saying and if he's to be believed, he's saying that it's amazing. So if we can trust that, if we can take that as fact, then I think there's a good chance that a new deal will be struck between Marvel and Sony. So let's take a look at what you guys have been saying. Billy, what's going on, brother? Adam, Hawkeye is so good. Dude, I cannot wait to talk about Hawkeye. Also, I have an episode 3 breakdown. It's a pre-recorded video. It'll be debuting tonight around midnight, around that time. So, I'm going to give people plenty of time to watch the episode today. And then the episode breakdown will come out tonight at midnight. I have, oh my God, so much to talk about. Tell me that wasn't Kingpin. I think that's the question we're all asking yes. What's good, chat? Nick Carr, what's going on? Hawkeye is so good so far. Yes, it is. He's eager for more. Adam wants the same. Andrew Casali, what's going on? Let's go. Chris Barker, me no see Hawkeye episode 3 because me no have Disney Plus. Well, I did say I could help you if you want. I could set you up a private stream and play it for you if you'd like. And anyone else, like if you guys want, I can set up a private stream for you on Twitch, and you guys can watch the episode. If that's something you want, I'm more than happy to do it. Geek Studios, smash that like button. Thank you. Cool intro. I know we had it made for awesome effect. Fire intro. Andrew Casali, heck yeah. Wait, what now? So yeah, if it's true, if it's to be believed, there is currently no confirmation that a new trilogy is in the works for Spider-Man with Marvel and Sony. That doesn't mean that there's not a future Spider-Man project in development. It just means that that trilogy that Amy Pascal was talking about, also her words might be being taken out of context. She the way the quote was phrased, it doesn't necessarily definitively confirm that a trilogy was happening. I think a lot of people, and myself included, took it as hard fact. But now when I start thinking back on it, I think I contributed to the problem a little bit. So that's my own fault. Sony wants to go their own direction with Spider-Man. Spidey is doomed. I don't think necessarily. I don't know. I could be wrong. Andrew is happy, he says. I think Pascal just wants the Marvel money, so she clings to Feige. And that could be true. That could be true. We know for a fact that the relationship between Sony and Marvel, um, it's really good. Like the relationship between Amy Pascal and Kevin Feige is a really, really good relationship. So I'm sure that priority one is making it so that deal can be put into place and a new deal can be worked out so that Spider-Man can stay in the MCU because they're both benefiting from it. The character is benefiting, the fans are benefiting, and both studios are benefiting. I can't imagine that's something that they just want to throw away. So I don't know. Sony is probably covering it up to save Amy Pascal's face or to save face, basically. And that could be the truth. That could be true. I just, like I said, I'm talking about this because now I can't say it's confirmed. I don't think I said it was confirmed anyway, but I think that it was easy to like believe Amy Pascal because it's Amy Pascal. But with the Hollywood Reporter thing now, it's hard to just say confirmed. So I'm going to reel that back. I'm going to take that back, and I'm going to say that it could be in the works. It's probably in the works. I can't imagine that both studios aren't benefiting from this. But now we just can't say it's confirmed because there's reasonable doubt now. So that's kind of why I want that. Should we wait? What Feige and Rothman confirmation? Yeah, I think if we're gonna wait, I mean, if we're gonna post No Way Home, we will know. So when No Way Home comes out, I'd say a week or two after that, we'll find out what's happening with the character of Spider-Man. Right? We'll find out what's happening with Spider-Man and if a deal is at least being worked on because they're going to want to especially if No Way Home cracks $1 billion and is the first movie post pandemic to crack $1 billion. I think it's a no-brainer to at least let the fans know, like, don't worry, it's in the works. Like we're figuring something out. Because this movie I think is going to get a lot of people excited. I think it's gonna break some records. I think I don't think I've been this excited for a movie in a long time. So that's super super awesome, and I think that the studio will definitely realize that the rights are going back to Sony. Yeah. Resident Justice, what's up, RJ? He says, Andrew, it's happening. Chill on that. Campio will ruin it for everyone. I'm not going to put it past him, honestly. Facts matter. Oh, God, integrity. Come on, man. I'm sold on Echo. Dude, I thought Echo was a little, underwhelming. I don't know how to say that without, like, offending people, but I really did. I thought Echo was a little underwhelming, to be honest. I'm not one to shy away from talking about how I really feel, and I thought Echo was underwhelming. The only true thing that I'm really looking into on this one is if it's Kingpin, and I know that we're going to talk about that in a few minutes. I just want to wrap this Sony thing up. Austin Lean, Hawkeye was terrible. Hawkeye was terrible. Only good part was Wilson Fisk. Dude, honestly, I thought the episode started super, I thought the episode started fire. It definitely slowed down to almost a dead stop and picked up a little bit. But overall, I think it was a good episode. I think it was a good, no, I want to say filler. I don't want to use that word filler because I don't think it was a filler episode if you're introducing a new character and you kind of like put the backstory in there. I don't think that's a filler episode, but it kind of at points felt fillery. And the way it ends, like and another thing, I don't like anyone know the runtime for this week's episode? Anyone know the exact runtime? Sony is going to deny it because they don't want to spoil the movie. And they'll make a formal announcement once No Way Home is out, just like I was just saying. The official Spider-Man accounts wouldn't retweet Fandango otherwise. And I agree. I do. I agree. I think that we'll get some sort of confirmation about a week or two after Spider-Man No Way Home releases. And hopefully, Spider-Man stays in the MCU. I mean, I want that. I want Spider-Man in the MCU. yeah, I think Sony probably learned a couple lessons from, but like we know Kevin Feige is going to be helping Sony with a couple things. So I find it difficult to believe that they're going to sever this relationship. I really do. All the signs for me are pointing towards a renegotiation and some sort of deal being struck to keep both studios happy, because that's what it's going to come down. It's going to come down to money and money, and that's it. Money. That's all. That's it. Just money. That's all it comes down to is money. So yeah, the Sony thing, we'll definitely keep you updated on it as information happens. But I wouldn't worry if you're a Spider-Man, if you're a Tom Holland MCU fan. I wouldn't start worrying, because I don't think that this is going to be an issue. I just think that maybe it was a little too soon. Um, so could Sony and Marvel come to a hybrid deal? Kevin Feige was saying that Spider-Man. God, I'm reading the thing I already talked about. What am I doing here? What do you guys think? Do you think that Spider-Man will stay in the MCU? Do you think that Sony will take the character back? Or do you think some sort of hybrid deal will be created so that Sony so Sony gets to make the solo films, but maybe for the team up movies and for other stuff, when a cameo or an appearance is needed by Peter Parker, that he'll be able to cross over into the MCU as needed. Let me know in the comments below, guys. I'd be super interested to hear what you guys think. And just let me know. Let me know. All right, let's move on. Next up, we're gonna be talking about All right, so a new episode of Hawkeye debuted today at 3:30 a.m. How many people have seen it? I haven't looked at the poll yet, because the reason I put the poll in today's so 23 people have voted so far. 65% say yes. So that means that so if it was less than 50%, I wasn't going to talk about Hawkeye. But because it's more than 50%, I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to give away any plot details or anything like that, but I would like to talk about a couple things that happened throughout the episode. As always, guys, I am not going to try to spoil it, but if you haven't seen the episode, I would duck out for the rest of the video as not the rest of the video, but I'm only going for like 25 minutes today, because I have a couple other things to do as far as videos go. But Hawkeye did debut episode 3, and a lot of teases, a lot of Easter eggs, a lot of cool a lot of cool little Easter eggs. And I thought that it was a good episode for what it wanted to do. However, with only 6 episodes in less than 6 hours of runtime, we need to start getting to the point, right? We need to start heating up. I thought the first 2 episodes, as great as they were, they weren't exactly action packed or anything like that. This episode does a good job of balancing action with story, like a little, perfectly balanced as all things should be, from my boy Thanos. But then again, I think a lot of people were expecting a lot from this episode. I think the way that the episode 2 ends, we thought that we were going into episode 3 guns blazing, like that the action was going to be nonstop from there. And for the most part, it was. But I don't know if anyone else noticed this or if it was just me. Did the car, the arrow, when Kate and Clint are in the car, did it seem like extra corny to anyone else? Like Hawkeye's driving. First off, he's driving backwards, and when he's talking to Kate, it's like, "Hey, this arrow, yeah, this arrow does this." Like it was so like nonchalant. It like threw me off a little bit. It was so weird. Like it was the like no emotion was in it, and it was just really funky to me. And I was like I feel like Hawkeye would be very like not distressed. He's an Avenger, and he's just in a car chase. But I thought there was like a weird calm coming from Hawkeye and Kate during that car scene. And it didn't fit well, I didn't think. I thought once we snap out of Echo's origin and now we're back to like the warehouse where they're tied up, I thought that was a cool scene. The action in that was really good, and I thought it flowed really well. However, once they got in the car, that's where things got really weird. And like it was like Hawkeye was just like a getaway driver. Like he wasn't really into it. It was all really Kate, but Hawkeye wasn't like there was no emotion from him. Like no like holy shit, dude, we're being chased down. I'm driving backwards. This girl's shooting blubber arrows. Like there was nothing to it. I thought there should have been a little bit more emotion in his voice. And I know that they like dub over, they do those kind of like dubbed so that there's like a stunt driver or something. Jeremy Renner probably wasn't driving that car. That car probably wasn't even driving to begin with. So someone else was probably in the seat, and then they dub his voice in. But I thought he could have used a little bit more emotion when he was speaking. Sorry, I just want to get back to a couple of comments. I know I missed a lot. All right, let me go back. Oh, geez, I missed a lot. I know RJ wants that Tom growth he keeps defending. I don't know what that means. MCU Vulture is in Morbius. Yeah, Luke. I think that was intentional for us to see that, right? I think that trailer, because they want to do something where they're connecting these universes in some sort of fashion. Because the closer Sony can align to the MCU, the better off they're going to be financially. It's as simple as that. The better off they're going to be financially, the better turnouts they're going to see for audience numbers, and the better box office return they're going to get. So the closer that the Sony Spider-Verse can get to the MCU, the more money that's involved, right? Without directly having Marvel involved, right? It's a money game. It's a money game. Why did Disney make that deal with Sony? Why did Disney made that deal with Sony have their movies on Disney Plus? Remember they announced it from a few months ago? Yes. So I believe that all the Spider-Man movies are going to Disney Plus, if I'm not mistaken. Andrew, please continue to share your thoughts. Like I said before, if it isn't Sam Raimi Spider-Man 4, I'm going to pass. Now, that's a very, very, I don't want to say arrogant, but that's a very definitive thing to say. Because first off, Sam Raimi has other projects that he's working on, including a Marvel movie called Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which is going to be fantastic. Not to mention, Tobey Maguire might not want to do it, man. So if that's how little faith you have in anyone else in the role, then I'm sorry. Like that sucks. That really does. It sucks that you can't enjoy the character unless it's Toby and Sam Raimi. And I'm not depleting you. I'm not degrading you. I'm not making fun of you. I'm not teasing you. I'm not calling you out. I'm just saying it kind of sucks. Like I wouldn't want to feel that way. That the only Spider-Man that I want is probably one that we're not going to get too much more of in the future. Because Toby is almost, he's almost, how old? Does anyone know how old Tobey Maguire is right now? And let's face it, if they were going to continue that universe or at least that iteration of the character, we're looking at least 2 to 3 years. By then, he's probably pushing 53, 52, I think, or something like that. And I just don't see too much of it happening. I'm sorry, Andrew. I think it's time that you need to don't forget the past, but be willing to see the future. That's all. That's my advice. If Echo's uncle turns out to be Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin, I'll be shocked. Well, listen, that's one of the things I wanted to talk about. So it is hard to not connect these dots. So first off, we get this little tease when she's at martial arts, right? I could only find this picture right here, but there was a much clearer shot of his suit, how big he might be, and then a little bit of the laugh, the voice, like the how you might sound, right? All of it is adding up to look and sound and feel like Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin. I would be hard pressed to say that Kingpin does not show up. I cannot confirm, but I cannot deny that this is Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin. But all the clues, unless they're playing the Ralph Boner game again with us, I would be shocked if this is some random Joe Schmo number 2 that nobody knows who it is. I'm not saying that Kingpin couldn't be played by somebody else. That might be the case. It really, truly might be the case. But I really, all the clues are starting to think, starting to lead me down the path that this is definitely Kingpin. Because in the source material, guys, I don't know if anyone knows this, but in the source material, not only is Kingpin the head of organized crime in New York, but he also is her adopted father, right? Now, typically, you're like, if you have a family friend who's really close but not blood related, we use terms like uncle, or like oh, Uncle Joey, right? Even though Joey's not necessarily your blood uncle, he's someone who's really close to the family. And I think that could be where we're going with this, is some form or fashion like that. And like I said, I would almost bet my reputation. Thank you, David James. He subbed to the channel, and I wrote a comment in your other video. Thank you so much, James. David, we always love new faces at the Pop Culture Corner. So I'm going to give you a huge shout out right now. Thank you for subscribing, sir. Integrity 101, what's going on, brother? Solo Spider-Man over MCU Spider-Man. Okay. Hey, Raya, the winner of our November month or November giveaway. She won. She's taking home a $150 USB HyperX Quadcast microphone with built-in red LEDs to celebrate the Pop Culture Corner, of course, in red. And it comes with like a cool shock mount. It's sitting right there. It won the Design Award in 2019. So Raya, you're going to be streaming a little bit better in no time. I don't know what microphone you use now, but I hope this one helps you out in your endeavors. Geek Studio saying hi. Noel Gonzalez, what's going on? I watch HBO Max, including Young Justice, Batman, Rooter, Zack Snyder's Justice League, Birds of Prey, waiting for Batgirl movie, and Peacemaker series. I have heard a few things about Peacemaker, which I can't say right now, but hopefully in the future. Sup, geeks? Andrew Casali says, if Echo's uncle turns out to be, oh yeah, he'll be shocked. I already saw that one. Sandro Maldini says Sandro says, I really like this episode of Hawkeye. Listen, I as far as what I would grade this episode of Hawkeye, I would probably grade this one at a 7.9 out of 10. I gave the first 2 episodes, they combined 8.5. And for this episode, I gave it a 7.9. So in my mind and in my idea, this is a really strong series so far. And it's one of my more interested Disney Plus series. However, I think there is some slow moments. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think that Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin and Charlie Cox's Daredevil subsequently, right? So subsequently, that would mean Charlie Cox's Daredevil would be in this universe somewhere. Do you think that this could be happening? Do you think that Wilson Fisk is going to show up as Uncle in Hawkeye? Or is it a Ralph Boner situation? And they're just trying to throw us for a loop and get us to watch the whole goddamn series and then to be let down by the end of it. Marvel, I love you. But yes, what did you guys think about Echo? Did you guys think Echo was a little disappointing? I kind of thought Echo was a little disappointing. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Noel, I have Peacock, Netflix, and Disney Plus waiting for Hawkeye episode 3. You don't have Hawkeye episode 3 yet? Hawkeye is way better than DC series on CW. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Andrew likes The Flash. Dude, I agree with Sandro here. The Flash went downhill and there's no denying it. Not even a little bit. I know he does, Tyler. Take time till it's ready to do it. I don't know what that means. I didn't say have Sam make it now. Oh, I got what you're saying. Bobby Goober said Toby sucks. Andrew sucks. Tom is the best. Aw. I liked how you did that, though. I like how you did the, I'm starting to think people have problems with age. No. That's not that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I don't think Toby wants to come back and play Spider-Man at almost 50 years old. And listen, Jeremy Renner is definitely on his way out of the universe. That's why this show is setting this up. Wilson Fisk is the big bad. And listen, in oh god. Fake Grace Randolph account. That's wonderful. So in this series, Hawkeye, they keep alluding to the leader of the mafia, the red tracksuit mafia, as someone you don't want to tangle with, right? And they won't say his name. They gave us a little hint at who it might be with a large white male who kind of looks like it would be Kingpin. And let's not forget the storyline that we're pulling from, right? Let's not forget the source material. So in the source material, it would make 100% sense to bring Kingpin in for this series. Now, I'm not going to do the addition for you, but I think you can see where I'm going with this. What do you guys think? Is it Kingpin? Is it not Kingpin? What did you guys think of Echo? Let me know in the comments below. Luke Stone says, I thought it was a good intro. Yeah. Why would Kevin Feige give people hope just to rip it away from us twice? I don't know, man. I don't know. Why did he do Ralph Boner? That's what I want to know. He will show up in the last episode. I'm a #1 fan of Tom Holland. I love him. Yeah, Tom Holland's great, I think. I really do think Tom Holland's great. All right, guys. I'm going, like I said, I have a Hawkeye episode 3 breakdown coming out tonight at midnight. So I'm not going to talk too much about it because I do want you to watch that video. And again, this is just a pop culture update. I'm just talking a little bit about a few things. So with that said, our last topic of the day is a little thing from Variety that I kind of wanted to touch on before I do my show at Showcase for Spider-Man. So we'll be right back. So I'm going to share this article from Variety. Okay, here it is. So here's an article from Variety. And what is really alarming is what the article is about. So the article is, so movie theaters can attract more customers with vaccine mandates, lower ticket prices, study finds. So I'm not going to read the whole article, but I do want to summarize basically what's happening. So the report, which was commissioned by Quorum, a film research company, Cultique, a brand consulting firm, and Fanthropology, a research and strategy agency, surveyed more than 2,500 pre-pandemic. So before the pandemic, 2,500 people that were regular in some form or fashion at the movie theaters. The study discovered that nearly half of respondents, so half of the people that were in the study, which is more than 2,500, some 49% of those polled once went to cinemas, but no longer do so. Their reluctance most likely comes down to concerns about safety and price, the study's author claims. The clock is ticking. The report reads, the longer exhibition takes to address these issues, and when they refer to exhibition, they're talking about movie theaters. That's the word that they're using. The more likely it is that non-theater going behavior will be set. So basically what the article is trying to say is the longer that movie theaters don't take action to address these issues, the more that watching movies at home via day-and-day release, that's going to be the way that we watch movies. And that's not going to be cool. If you think about it, I don't know any business that can lose more than 50% of their customers and live to tell the story. So, guys, if we do not play our part, we might be looking at a serious problem when it comes to our cinemas. This is not a exaggeration. This is not a scare tactic. This is a reality. It's a reality, and it's a very scary reality to thinking that we might potentially live in a world where movie theaters don't exist, like where movie theaters are a thing of the past, and or a novel idea, like something that like a retro idea. There'll probably be far less cinemas in the world, and it will be more like a commodity than than somewhere where you can just you know head over to your local theater, right? And that's not something I want to see happen. So I don't know, guys. I don't know, if what you guys' take on this is, but please, if you can go support. What's up, Matt Jarbo? How's it going, brother? If you can get out and support your local theater, guys, um, you know, not even for just, not even for just big blockbuster movies like Spider-Man, but maybe go see West Side Story. Maybe go see other films that aren't as big. We do need to play our part in cinemas and get them to a place because and think about it. I want to do a little addition problem. And yes, I did kind of steal this from John Campia, but he's absolutely correct in saying it. The issue is it's a domino effect, right? So the studios are spending more money making movies. Thus, the studios require bigger return, bigger returns to profit. Then the theaters now require more money for admission. There's the same amount of customers now, now even less than that, and they have bigger productions. Thus, the studio now takes a bigger cut from the theaters to try to gain that bigger return profit, i.e., concessions, admissions, etc., go drastically up in price to accommodate all these changes, right? So we can cry all the live long day about theater prices, but unless we start going back to the movie theaters, the prices are only going to go up until one day they're just not there anymore. So guys, I really I can't stress this enough. Definitely go support your local movie theaters if it's something you can do and if it's safe to do so. If you're vaccinated, if you got your booster, and you're young, healthy, definitely get out and support your local theater, because we need to definitely help play our part, guys. And that's really it. That's all I have for today. I know it was a short episode, quick 40-minute stream, but not all of them are super long. Like last night, I was only going to go for 30 minutes. But I do have another video coming out tonight. It is an episode 3, Hawkeye, full breakdown, Easter eggs, plot points, teases, and more, and then what to expect in episode 4. So, guys, thank you so much for supporting the channel. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads, content, live streams, or posts or whatever. You can also support the channel by becoming a member by clicking join below. And if you do want to help support further than that, you can send a donation either via YouTube, via Stream Chat. God, I just said via and Stream Chat way too much. Via Stream Elements. The link is below. Or you can send it, via YouTube. Just know that YouTube does take 30%. And then if you're using an iPhone or a Mac, Apple takes 30%. So, if you can send it through Stream Elements, that's the best way. But if you don't want to do that, if you don't care, you can send it through YouTube. All your support really helps go back into production. It allows me to do these $150 microphone giveaways, and so much more. I have so much planned. I just need to get to a place where we have enough members to do these things. And we're pulling in enough money so I can give it back. Because the money that we make from YouTube, trust me, I don't need it. I put it back into the show so that we can keep doing fun stuff, right? The internet at Showcase is going to cost me, about $1,000, because I have to pay for it. So like all these things add up. Plus, StreamYard costs money, podcast platforms cost money, etc., etc. Also, I do want to say this as an outro. If you are a streamer and you don't use TubeBuddy, you're doing something wrong. TubeBuddy is such a great tool. It's such a good tool for you to help optimize your videos to reach a broader or more targeted audience. It gives you recommendations, helps you make thumbnails, helps you make titles. It gives you scores. You can do channel audits and so much more. So if you aren't using TubeBuddy as a YouTuber, you're definitely not getting the most out of your content. And I will say this, I use it and it integrates seamlessly with YouTube. It's such an awesome platform. So if you would like to sign up, use our code POP. The link is in the description below. Trust me on SA, I'm not doing this for any reason aside from I think it's a great platform. I don't have to do this. I don't have to run this little advertisement. I actually asked them to do it, and they have a program for it. So definitely subscribe to TubeBuddy, guys, and use our code that's in the description below. You'll get a discount, and trust me, you know, if you don't, I'll make a deal. If you don't like what it delivers to you, I will refund the money that you pay. I'll give you back the $5 it costs just because I put my word on it. All right, guys. Love y'all. And I don't know, maybe I'll jump on Jarbo's channel tonight if he does a stream. All right, guys. Till next time, we do it for you and we do it for the culture.
You can't make this shit up.
I love that.